Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of FoolTopia here in Cities Skylines. Guys, last episode we kind of extended and added in the railway functionality, if I can get the words out right, for our brand new export area. We kind of added it in, we tested it out with the other side of the island. It connects and works fine, but it's now just down to me to get it all final and configured. Now, we won't focus on that this episode because there's still a few little bits and bobs that we need to do before we can get to that point. Now, today I want to kind of completely redo my farming area. So once I've redone the farming area, we can then focus on doing expansions in different places and all that kind of good stuff. So hopefully it should be a lot of fun. If you enjoy this episode, then make sure you smash that like button down below. If you're new around here too, guys, please make sure you subscribe. And guys, let me know what you see me focus on in the next coming episodes. Just drop a comment down below and let me know. So this is the farming area that we've had for quite some time right now. It's brilliant, but now as things have progressed and things have now changed, it's not the way I would like it. Now, we're going to keep it in this place because it's a really good farming land around it. We're just going to completely change up the layout, make it more efficient and try and incorporate more of the trains into it in a better way. Now, I don't know whether to go for the two cargo area setup like we've got right now, because one, it kind of separates the traffic, because then you have all these guys over here that would go to this one and all the guys over there that would go to that one. Kind of divides it up a little bit rather than have them all go to one and then there be huge traffic jams. I might even have to add a third one. We'll kind of see how it goes. It might be a little bit overkill, but we kind of see how it goes. Now, when it comes to the highway here, the train track will still continually, basically continue and go on. It's just got to try and figure out a way in which it would be best. I don't know whether to make it go at this point under a tunnel and then pop up under somewhere here, but continue the tunnel going along the highway to wherever it may end up. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see with that one. So what I need to do then is actually get rid of everything, and it's going to be kind of annoying. So if I kind of select everything right now, I'm going to put into pause. Everything is going to go. We are literally, right guys, doing everything from scratch once more. Oh, that's too big of a thingy-majig. Right, bring it to there. Delete. Oh, is it going? It takes a little bit of time to remove. There. Delete. Right, it's all gone. I'm just in these little buildings because all these little buildings, when you do delete them normally, it says, do you want to confirm deletion? And it is kind of annoying. Get rid of you. Okay, and these ones here we'll do ourselves. So we'll get rid of the road first. Let's get rid of these power lines for just a second. Get rid of the road. See, this is what I mean. You gotta like confirm it, and it's annoying. So it's just easy enough for me to do it all in big one bulk delete. Right, that's all gone over there. There's a little bit of. We're going to bring this back as well. A little bit of terraforming to sort out. I need to kind of make it quite smooth and flat. So let's terraform this a little bit better than what it currently is. So bring up the brush size. We're going to flatten it out. And I think we'll take it from... What's this level here? So this is 521. This is... Okay, so this is an extra 20 in the height here. Which is not too bad. But we'll take that and we'll up the brush size so we can push it out a bit more. And I'll take it right up to the edges of the waterfront here, and then we'll smoothen it all off. So bring that up to there. So at least as this is all on one level playing field. And what's this here? That goes a lot lower, and that comes back up again. That's interesting. So we dip down here. Now what's the level that the road's at? Okay, so the road's a little bit higher. So I push that right against the edge of the highway. And then this is where we'll just pretty much smooth it all off. And we'll do quite a wide smoothing. So we can really take advantage of that. There we go. And just kind of bring it down the edges now to kind of smoothen the waterfront bit up. And that should be pretty good. Right, okay. That's enough terraforming right now. This big area here is where we originally had in the factory stuff. Now, because it's kind of gone, we kind of need to get it in, but it's got pollution, and that's the kind of annoying thing. It won't come back to life until the pollution has been cleared. Now, if I kind of fast forward it a little bit, we have a bus route there as well. I kind of completely forgot about that. Awkward. Right, so what I'm thinking about doing is we had before the road around the edges going around, but this time have it cut through the middle. So then I can have stuff on both sides. We have this straight road in the middle, and then we do stuff on the outskirts leading back into it. So I want a roundabout in 2 areas. So a roundabout here, which will also lead onto this road we've got going on down there. And this, I'll go this way and do whatever we do over this area. I don't know. We'll kind of figure it out as we go. So I kind of need to merge these back into one road. And we're going to go with the big boy 6-lane road here. And we're going to go one with the grass either side. So if I pick in the middle, about there, and bring it to there, then if it's possible, I say if it's possible, of course it's possible. Everything's possible in this game, right guys? Bring that out. Oh, hang on, I'm on the wrong one here. Bend it out a bit. And that should be about right. 3 lanes into 3 lanes. Beautiful. And then, okay, so what I'll do is I'll bring it down, right down to there. And then I'll pick, when I've got this up here sorted, we'll delete this. No, actually, I'll bring this out to about there. And we'll get these, get rid of those and do the same what we've done just. Well, actually, I can push this back a little bit further. Give me a little bit more room. So connect you in, connect you over there, and then we just slightly bend them out a little bit. We'll come back and do the lane management in just a second, but I just kind of want to get set up how we're going to do the road. Now, I think I'll pick a straight point here that goes straight up and then bends into there. I think that might be the best option for us. So if I pick the point here and bring it out to, where's a safe bet? About there. Now do something similar on this side. So if I pick, well, if I pick that one there, and that kind of goes that way, doesn't it? Let's kind of put a bus stop there now. The route works, guys. The route works. And then we got to kind of do something to kind of intertwine them. So we'll figure something out. But the main thing is, I want to get a roundabout in. So how, should we do a 2-lane roundabout or a 3-lane? Like a highway? If I do a highway run, 40. If I bring it up by 60. Alright, what's that? There. Is 60 good enough? Do you know what? That's not bad. I'll take that. I'll take that. And then I want the same here as well. So drop one there as well. 2 little roundabouts here that blend in to the areas. So if I delete this to there, delete that back by 1. And what we'll do is, I'll pick a point here with a point there by 70. And if I make that here go straight, and if I make that there go straight, and then we'll create a bend on either side. So we delete those 2 points there. There we go. I'm going to have to remove that bus stop eventually, but I just don't know how it's going to play out first. Right, where is the point on this? Is that it? Right, there we go. So that bends and goes through, which is great. That will work beautifully. And then on this side, I'm going to pretty much have this. Right, I'm just going to do this across here just so I can get the straight line. Like that, going up that way. And we'll do that another time. There's no need to kind of mess around with that just yet. Right, the pollution is slowly disappearing at this point. So if I pick a point there as well and bring it to there, and that goes straight in. If I take this back by 2, and I should be able to, bam, 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 and it goes that way and does what it needs to do in that direction. So we're pretty much going to separate these into areas right now. But first, I got to figure out, well, 1, the areas, and 2, where the exporting section's going to be. Now, we pretty much want, if you think about it, 2 export areas. 1 for the raw stuff that they'll export, and then, because basically you got to think of the export, when they create the raw products, It's like, the way I think of it is 50% goes to the factories and production, and 50% of it goes to exporting. I mean, it's not always like that, but if I kind of think of that in my head, then I can have an area just for that, and then I can have an area for the factories and the production of the raw stuff as well. So I need a good spot now then for all that stuff. So I think this will be a nice area here for all the farm yard, these two sections there. And then on this side here, we do all of the factories and the storage and stuff like that. So let's first set up some roads. So I'm going to do an industrial road before it starts to get a little bit rural. So if I picked some certain points, so if I picked, oh, let me go straight here. If I picked and went up by 30 there, but on the 10 mark, I stick this out. I mean, which way should I stick it out? Because I got to think of the best way to do the exportation. So those are both sticking there. So I don't want to put it on this main road. I mean, I could put it on this side. That might be also very beneficial for us, and probably the better way to go with it as well. So we'll come out by 30 there, and let's say we're going to go in a grid format this way. So if I bring that to about there, where can I stick in the train yard? The cargo thing. So cargo terminal fits in, it would fit in beautifully along here. Or maybe I put it on this side. So I'm going to put it on this side here. Or should I be a bit further down, like more in the center? I mean, there's plenty of space there then, isn't there? Alright, now actually we'll put it on this side. So I'm going to place this, oh, excuse me. I'm going to place this here. It will make sense what I'm doing in just a moment anyway. I'm going to bring this out by 10. By 10. Actually, I don't think it's worth me creating a bend, because I can bring this up straight like that, and then that is the two cross points. So the railway is going to pretty much go underground. So it will go underground. So if I pick this spot here and bring this up, and this way you can do like produce factories and stuff like that. That will pretty much go underground there. And it'll continue, and I have one on this side as well. So if I bring this one to here, now I did it on the 10 from there, didn't I? So I'm hoping it keeps it in line. So if I go 10 across there, 10 across there. I mean, I can't really get one. Oh no, it's on this side, sorry. There we go. So if I did the same here, and if I placed it about there to give us time for the train track to go under. So what I'm thinking is, because the way the traffic's going to come out, it's going to want to hit the closest roundabout to go onto the highway when they import stuff. So here it's straight out, off it goes. Here it's pretty much straight out and off it goes. So that kind of scatters them fairly quickly, to be honest. So if I just now get the train track set up, so I've got to create as a tunnel. I've got to bring it down by 10. Straight across to there, and then bring it up. And then we just quickly do it on this side. Bring it down by 10. Boom. Off it goes. So to the normal people, you don't really see much happening, which is great. Great for us. So on top of it and around it right now, we can really focus on setting up all the buildings. So the Cold Ridge Farm, I'm just going to make sure this area is extended a little bit more. There we go. And let's do this in stages then. So we want both of these sides here now to be the base production. It's the fields, it's the cattle things, what they're called. I forgot what they're called, but you know what I'm saying. So let's get some of these roads set up then. So let me come back up to Earth. There we go. And we'll bring this up by 30. We'll take a split here of the 20, so it gives us room to play around with the larger fields on this side. And let's begin with that then. So, industrial, we're going to go now for the farming. And we'll start with the very, very big ones. The biggest ones we've got. Oh, it has no main build. Oh, of course, it has no main building yet. We can't drop any of this down yet, guys. What are we doing? What are we doing? Right, I think we'll set the main building up. Where should we actually place it? Should we just place it like here, maybe? Like use this road here for something. So if I bring this up. Just do something as simple as that. We'll do the same on this side. Because I've got to do like worker barracks and stuff like that. We'll get this quickly, this bus stop here. Move to there. Right. And, okay, just for now then, let's just get the main building added in. And I'll place it just there. Simple. Simple and easy. Right, anyway, back to these fields then. So when I'm off the main road, I'm placing quite a few on this side. So that is large crop fields. Let's just take a look at that quickly. Nice. We'll now do on this side the large fruit fields. And if we do it like... How many do I place of these down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 3, 4, 5. And if I then pick this road here, goes around it beautifully, and then we'll do the animal pastures. That's what it is. There, that's what I was trying to call them, cattle fields or something like that, wasn't I? Oh, let me get rid of that one. So I'm just trying to maximize this. Oh man, I'm trying to maximize the space so we can have like as much production as it's possible. So we can only really squeeze 4 of those in, which is not an issue. That's fine. There we go. So we got the pretty much, well, a nice chunk of the main ones in first, because I've got to build this back up again, because there's no point me just going all crazy, because I need to learn the farm again all over again. So let's just kind of get it all up and running first then. So I know some of it doesn't really have water, which is pretty much this side here. We need the power set up, and then once I've kind of got that semi up and running, we can then focus on all the production buildings and whatnot. So we need power then. And I'm thinking... I'm thinking for now, is it not best... Is it best I just kind of like put down some wind turbines just for the sake of it? I mean, I'll eventually delete them as we add more and more stuff in. But just to give them some power. We'll hook up now the train tracks, so we'll make it go... Where does it begin? It's just over there. So when it goes across by... Okay, we'll make it... we need to make it tunnel, don't we? So we make it tunnel down. There we go. And if I make that just pretty much go straight across, because this here is going to be like that. Right, if I merge it like that, again, it's just simple. It's a simple connection. That hooks it up to the railway network. So as it stands right now, we can only really import and export, or whatever they do, the basic stuff. There's no, kind of production from the farm just yet. But we're just kind of getting to learn it all over again. So while that does what it's got to do, we'll now add in a couple of production buildings. So we'll go with, I'll go with the biggest ones. So we've got flour mill, cattle shed, milking parlour, slaughterhouse. So the flour mill is the only one that produces, again, the flour. So let me do more of the... Actually, what is the biggest building? So these all do meat, don't they? This is the biggest building here. So if we go with this one first. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And we'll sort the roads out a bit more as well. Is that a tunnel? I don't want it to be a tunnel. Right, a road straight down there. So we got a couple of production buildings on this side. We'll bring this road straight down. It's going to merge through there, but again, we'll eventually move this anyway. Because on the back side now, the train tracks there, we can have more of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So a couple more production buildings down on that side. So again, we're slowly building it up. So we need storage and stuff like that now. So how are we doing right now? We're importing some goods, and we're going to until we get it all up and working. But the main thing, I can get rid of the roundabout thing now. The main thing is it's going to be connected to a proper export area now. Okay. So let's now work with these roads. So this one, if I have it, how far can I take this one? If I bring it all the way across, that becomes a straight road. That going up is pretty much straight. We'll bring it across here now. It's going to create our little grid. And I'll bring it to there, straight up, straight up. Easy enough, boys. I'm trying to keep as much traffic off this main through road as possible, because the more traffic is there, the ridiculous it's then going to slowly become. Still need to do the lane management, but we'll get to that point a little bit later. Now, I'm going to set up warehouse and stuff like that, but I also want more production buildings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and because we have anarchy, I'm going to squeeze in one more there, and that's just being a little bit cheeky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze in that little one there. Does it look silly? Doesn't look too bad. It's all in. These guys need power. They're going to need a lot of goods as well to get them all on the go. Alright, just get those thrown in. I will put some proper power down, don't worry. But yeah, it's not too bad. Let's get more of this stuff in now, as we're going to need it. So first things first, let's get the roads all sorted. Right, there we go. So we're creating a grid with this. Oh my god, what's happened here? So I'm trying to create a grid. Right. That goes straight there. And okay, that's a bit funky. Yeah, okay, it's not a fan, is it? It's definitely not going to be a fan of what I'm trying to do. But bring this down a bit more. It's pretty much where the roads will end. Yep. Bring that up a bit as well. And why don't we pick a road there to create a little junction. That can go straight there. That can pretty much go straight there. Right, so we've got these nice little connecting roads. I'm trying, again, like I said, trying to keep it away from this main section as much as possible. And now I need more fields in. So we'll get more crop fields in to begin with. We'll do it on this side first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Large fruit fields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the beautiful animal pastures. So 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. So 3 in just there. 1, 2. There's 2 there as well. Squeeze them on the very end. I think we should get rid of... that's the thing. If I got rid of that road, I could add a few more little bits and bobs just along here. Right, delete these. Or delete that one. And 1, 2, 3. And this is where you would then look at doing all the smaller versions, wouldn't it? But we'll squeeze in the smaller versions as things progress for the farm anyway. Do these need... Oh yeah, these need water. Right, how's it doing up at this point? So, we're still importing some stuff, but we'll just give it time to progress. We're now actually making profit, which is really good. Okay, so we have a lot of tons going into flour. Not as much tons going in to animal products. But that's because we have a lot of flour mills. So we'll upgrade, we'll, you know, increase the production on that. Let's get some worker barracks in now anyway, because we're missing that kind of stuff anyway. So I'll squeeze a load of these in. And because we've got Anarchy on, can I get or squeeze? I don't think they're going to like me doing that, are they really? No. We have the maintenance building I can throw in. See, the maintenance building I can merge. I just can't merge the barracks, which is a little bit weird. So there we go. That's all in quite nicely. And we don't see that much heavy traffic at the moment. And we have separated the two. Oh, this could be an issue. Maybe it was probably a better idea to get this here. Because like this has got like a road either side. Because yeah, that's where the issues, my issue is going to get caused next, isn't it? Right, and this is going to be annoying because that road doesn't... that road doesn't quite connect either. Oh, shitty egg. Oh, shitty egg. Right, okay. It's not the end of the world. Alright, gonna delete it. We'll redo it because it will only annoy me. Goodbye. It will only annoy me if I don't do it. So, push this onto this one. It's probably the ideal way to do it. So let's pause. Move it just quickly over here. So then... Oh, there we go. Just quickly... delete some of this back. Is it on the no, it's not on the tunnel one. There we go. Boom. And I just connect it like that. It's underground. You're not really going to see it that much. Well, that should be all okay. Alright, bring us back up above ground. Delete that. I mean, I can get a few extra little bits and bobs in here now, couldn't I? To be honest. Okay, it's not the end of the world then. I'm now going to sort this back out. So, come back to life, please. Normal road. And we'll just configure it a little bit differently. So, bring it down to here. There we go. Like I said, not the end of the world, to be honest. Back into play mode then. So the barracks build, the actual farm building just there. We get the worker barracks is all set up now. The maintenance building just there. Get a few more worker buildings added in. There we go. And that should be better because there's now like two ways to come in and out from both sides, wherever they're heading to. So that's not bad. That's not bad indeed. Right, we're losing a lot of money. But I think that's mainly down to what we've just done. So let's just sort out some of these lanes. The roundabout seems okay. This is a little bit ridiculous. Can I make it go straight on? No, I don't think it likes it when there's multiple ways to drive. Alright, there we go. Straight on. No one should be able to turn. We'll sort this roundabout in just a second. Let's do this one as well, because this is where we could have some issues again. I mean, I really got to do this one side. There's no need to do the other side, because there's no way they can accidentally turn or anything like that. And, yeah. Right, we should be all good. Should be all good. How's the roundabout? I mean, I definitely should do all the giveaway signs and stuff like that. But there's a small part of me that kind of doesn't. But this also needs to connect and be like a way to merge out. So let's take a look at this. So if this was to extend down a bit more, I don't want it to treat it as like an inlet road. I want it to treat it as an outlet road. So what I could do is it continues and then it eventually turns into... It turns into a highway road. And that could be a good way to filter out the traffic for now. It's not the perfect be-all of end-all set up on it right there, but it'll be good enough for just a moment. So what do I need more of right now? So we're still importing stuff, which I don't really want to import stuff. So I kind of have to place that. I mean, there's not enough buyers for products. That's another thing as well. But I don't see why. Oh, this doesn't have power. That's why that's not working. That could be a reason why we don't have enough buyers, because this is not being powered just yet. And would it be nice to get some more... Oh, warehouses, guys. Warehouses. That's what we need. So I'm going to get some large warehouses now. So I'm going to place one on this side here. We're going to do one just there. We'll squeeze one just here. And one just there. So these warehouses store goods. So this is going to store... So basically, right. Okay, I'm going to select plain timber just quickly right now. Plain timber, sorry. We make flour and animal products. So we don't want these and these ones. We want these ones to be like the farming products, pretty much. So farming products, which is pretty much all the stuff that comes from over here. These two is what we want to be flour and animal products. And these are what are going to have the stuff that's made from these factories before it then gets exported to the trains. So that's one way to kind of, when it says not enough buyers for products, get the goods out of the buildings and into the warehouses and pretty much just moved along. Now I'm sure we had a unique factory in this area too. Was it the bakery? I think it was the bakery. So it would be ideal to get this kind of back in. And maybe it placed over here. So that's also going to need... Oh no, it's also connected anyway, so we don't need power. But if I up the production rate and that takes animal products, crops, and flour as well. So that takes some goods from the surrounding places. Now, we're making money. 24,000! That's a lot of cash, boy. That's a lot of cash. Which is not too shabby, to be honest. Now, it is slowly progressing. It's a lot better. We've got to sort these roundabouts out. So, we can do the junction restrictions, which is not really set up the way you would want it to be. So, you wouldn't really... I mean... That's all fine there. Hold on. Where's my other one? The priority signs. This is what you want right now. So, let me just make sure I've got the right ones on. Because there's half the time I kind of get it wrong. Alright, let me delete that. Is it these ones that kind of have to like give way? I'm kind of waiting for it right now. Oh, thank you. So So yeah, these guys kind of have to give way. I think I've got this right. I always kind of mess this up. But I think the better one is to sort it out here. So you give way. Because I'm trying to think, like, right now, if I was in a car right now and I was driving, how would I approach a roundabout? And you have to give way to the vehicle on the roundabout. Or if you're in the UK, you give way to the vehicle on the right, if that makes sense. I'm sure, I mean, if you drive, like, if you, in other countries, you give way to the cars on the left. It all depends on, you know, what side your steering wheel's on, to be honest. So I think if I've got this wrong, guys, let me know in the comment section right now. But I'm sure I've got it wrong. So you can let me know what I've done here. Oh, we're going to have backlogs over here right now. Yeah, I'm definitely not getting this right. Let me cancel this one. I mean, I could literally just cancel them all. And I want to see how it flows and progresses. Switched up the junction restrictions right now. So the guys in the roundabout have the ability to keep going round and round and round. Which is really good. Just had to do it there as well because they were kind of stopping down and slowing down, which is kind of a little bit weird. But I've been watching this roundabout now for a good 5 minutes. And it's pretty solid at the moment. That's the thing. It's always at the moment. Right now. And traffic elsewhere seems to be okay. But we'll keep an eye on it. You have moments like this where we get a big bulk of traffic coming in. And we get a lot of it coming at this point. And then around they go. And then it eventually clears. Then we have nothing for a couple of minutes. So it's one of those things. It's like, it just takes, it's like at this moment right now, we've got nothing. So it's not bad just yet, but it's not what I want to focus on this episode, is the traffic situation of that. We'll kind of mess around with that if it then starts to build up. I mean, I could just do a simple crossroad, but this just keeps it pretty much flowing. So we're making 14,000 profit at the moment, which is really, really good. I'm still not sure why they're importing some goods. So maybe I have to need to do a few more crops. Crop fields, if you know what I mean. So why don't we just add a few more in then? So I'm thinking, where's some decent places? I can do 1, 2 there. Why would not give me any on this side? It needs to be placed near a roadside. Oh no, there is some there. I was thinking, what's going on? What's going on, guys? Right, can I get in some smaller ones now, which would be kind of handy? Like that, there, and there, and there. So this kind of now slowly starts to fill in the gaps. And they're nice little greenhouse ones as well. So that's pretty good. A little water pipe on there. So we really have now changed this up. We've only really got one building over here complaining about there's not enough raw materials, but we should now be producing more crops. They should come from these guys eventually. Traffic seems to be okay. Do we have traffic lights here? Now, just for the purpose of it, I'm going to remove traffic lights. This is the most simplistic way to keep the traffic flowing. Just removing the traffic lights. So if I do on all these little junctions right now, shouldn't be too much bother. Let's check out this little bus route as well. So I'm thinking about adding in a couple more stops. So if I add a stop in just there, and then before this one goes out, add a stop in. Let's add a stop just there. Just so we've got like a stop here, here, and here. So in 3 locations of the whole farm. So if anybody is traveling by bus, at least they can get to where they need to get to on opposite ends of the area. Which should be handy. This always annoys me. It's like the main building of an industry always just pretty much never has garbage pickup. That's always annoyed me in these games. It just really has. Right, everything seems to be okay from the get-go. I might eventually just turn this in to a complete junction, like where you can come in and out. That might be beneficial and kind of take a little bit of ease on the other areas. But we will have a lot of vehicles in here anyway. Like, where are these going? They are going exporting. They're going to export it. So why can't they just drive here? You know what I mean? You can just drop it in there and off it goes. How are we doing over here anyway? We're getting a lot of vehicles now arrive. But why don't they just take advantage of the trains? You know what I mean? So I've got plans for this. We might take a look at this next episode and do something similar to what we've done here. Basically what we've done here, sorry. We replicate something very similar on this side, which could be very beneficial for us. And then we treat this big flying road over the top here as solely being for this. That could be also very handy. I don't know. I've got plans for it. I just don't know how I'm going to treat those plans or sort them out. But traffic is definitely building up here. So we've got to do something to, you know, reduce it slightly. But it's not going too bad. So this is the first version of this brand new farm. We'll slowly build upon it as time goes on. We're making 25,000 in sales. So it's doing pretty damn good if you ask me. It really, really is. So we have a lot of workers here, and look how many have had the woodland area too. That's kind of crazy. We do have a lot of workers now, guys. Something that I've been thinking about, and you can let me know in the comment section right now, is shall I remove the modded incineration plant that I have? I'm thinking about getting rid of it, so then they don't take all our workers in FoolTopia, and then we can put them into actual industry. It would be kind of exciting, wouldn't it? But we'll see how it goes. Is anybody getting off or waiting for the bus? Yeah, a few people do use it, so it is, again, beneficial in certain areas. Right. Okay, I think we'll see how this goes over time, but that's our first version of the farm. And what's great is this road will also be connected up to the downtown area. So it'll all blend in. Pretty nice. Hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.